Hello there, everybody. So, just wanted to talk to you a little bit about this whole idea of practice as experiential philosophy, right? So that statement from the Gita that the unlearned think that the discipline and the philosophy are separate, but the learned know that they're one and the same. Okay, and so this very that's a theme to keep returning to, and it's not obvious. You have to really slow down and think it through to catch like where is this philosophy hidden in the practice that I'm doing, that I'm right there on my map. And I'm going to give you an example. Okay, so there's in the Bhagavad Gita, it's repeated so many times, many times. It has lines like this. It's because it's all about skill in action, and so that's one of the amazing things about the Gita. It's talking about work, karma, and this is what we're doing in practice. We're working this karma yoga. It's working very hard on ourselves, working on our postures, working on our breathing, working on our mind, our reactions, our ego. Everything is, we're kind of trying to kind of improve and become better, more conscious, more loving, less fearful, less reactive. And so, the Gita says you have a right to your action, but not its fruits. And it says that to perform duties without attachment to results, and then work should be performed without expectation of a result. And then it goes a little bit different flavor, same idea but different flavor. So then there's many times when it talks about surrendering the fruits or offering the fruits of your actions to Krishna, or to the Supreme, or to the divine source. So one who surrenders the results to me, to Krishna, to the Supreme, is untouched, like a lotus leaf in water. And then it kind of shows you the dark side as well. So when you are attached to your action, so wisdom then is covered by desire, and also ever beset by innumerable desires, then you're harassed by anxiety. All right, and so and it's easy to kind of generalize that, or just be like, oh, let go, just don't sweat it, and to me this is inadequate for experiencing the philosophy. Okay, and so I'm going to give you an example in practice what this actually means, this teaching, where it says you have the right to your action, but not its results. Okay, so here's what happens. That one of the reasons that the Gita hammers down on this so heavily is because each of us is dissatisfied with our little station in life. Like, we are all given certain gifts, and even dharma, like a certain kind of special work or seeing, and for some reason we think it's not enough, and so we're always kind of looking out for something better or more, and we get very attached to things that we don't have, or are kind of beyond the realm of our gifts, and so this teaching is very strong. It's telling you that your duty, what your little station is that's what you have to apply yourself to diligently, and not hanker after these kind of more grandiose ideas that we can have about what's going to make us happy or fulfill our desires. And it happens with yoga poses. Okay, we want to be stronger or more flexible than we are, and we see the fancy pose or the farther version of a pose, and we want that, and it happens unconsciously and consciously, but often more unconsciously, that we don't even realize how much we want to do that pose, and then to add to it, conventional teaching often emphasizes that. It's like, in fact, like Ashtanga, you don't advance in a series till you can do a pose, and so it makes us want to like rush ahead and get that pose so then we can get to the next pose, and to me, what happens is then we miss the steps. Okay, we miss the step that we're on, that is not that final pose, that is backed up, and it's where our duty lies. See, our duty lies in the action that we take. Okay, and because that's what it's saying, we have the right to our action, but not the fruits. And so and also in another place in the Gita it says that act for action's sake alone, right? And so if you do that, then say, like, let's take the Asana. We're working on that in our personalized coaching, and very difficult pose. Okay, and it's easy to rush ahead and just like want to balance on your arms there and do it, regardless of the form. Okay, but to me that the Bhagavad, it's a deceptively challenging pose, and it requires that you work in very humble steps to do it, and so doing your duty is getting into the step that that is suitable for you, that you can bring skill to that step. And the moment you skip ahead and you start forcing it and just trying to get there and do it, that's you getting lost and attached to the results of your action, right? And so it takes some real thought to think that through, though. It's not just some automatic thing, because you could say, well, I don't really care, but your body doesn't lie. Okay, so when you do an unskillful action to go ahead and try to just do that pose and achieve it, that's you in action, right there in that moment, and you have this opportunity to grow, right? So the opportunity to go, oh, wait a minute, I'm getting ahead, I'm losing my skillful action, which is the only thing I actually have a right to, is to chunk down on the step that I'm on, and trust. See, because partly you surrendering the fruits of your action to the higher source is trusting that the little station that you're able to do well, no matter what that station is, no matter how your ego thinks, no, it's got to be something greater. I've got to, get myself up there into headstand, rather than being involved in the action itself, and like that, claiming that as where the value is, and where the growth is, where the learning is, where the achievement is. See, this is what you want to see in yourself. And so, right? So when we just go for it and sort of do a cursory attempt, or a kind of a low standard, we're not doing ourselves a service. Okay, and so this, one of the sayings I say, a little step, a little thing done well skill is far superior to a more complex thing done poorly. Okay, and the wisdom of the Bhagavad Gita backs this up. And remember, you're trying to live according to the wisdom of the Gita. And your practice is your perfect medium to do that. But it has to be strategic. It can't be just do your practice and all is coming. You have to very much reflect and see that you're in a laboratory of yourself in action, and it's so wonderful though when you embrace it, when you embrace your small station, when you do your duty well, and things fall into place. This is like such a relief, actually, and it's just these kind of phantoms and ego-driven desires and fear and things that are prompting us to try to do something grander that's not appropriate to us at this time. All right, so some food for thought.